Alright everybody, welcome back, and we got ourselves 138 TOP, and this is an interesting season, because last season we ended off at 96, top 100, I'll take it. And as I predicted easily, because when I went to buy like 100,000, free to play was basically fine enough. You were fine. This season, however, you can maybe still get away with it, but it's going to be I think maybe more trickier, because the fact there's 2 units and not the 1. Because, like, if it was only Legend Kaioken, you'd be fine, I think. But since it's Kaioken and Topo, you mightn't get away with it as prominently. So, yeah, it's just going to leave you with that warning. But, nonetheless, we're going to get straight into this here, doing the usual path, colors, teams, and recommended allies. And first up is obviously going to be the Pathan. And I was actually debating on the very beginning, only because the fact they had 2 5-fist fates, and one is significantly easier, and then the fight above it is a bit harder than the fight on the other side. But then I looked at it again, and realized, oh wait, there's a 4-fist on the right side. Let's take the smarter option and do that, because we've already proved once before that the start does in fact matter. So yeah, there's that. And then afterwards, everything else is simple and plain straightforward. And for some reason, the last few seasons have always had a tag fight where the entire team is tag units. For whatever reason, I don't get it. It's weird. But that's going to be one of the fights there. And you're not going to be doing it. For many obvious reasons. So yeah, ending it off with, actually funny enough, an easier version for Golden Frieza. Because the other one is Unireps. This one is easy enough. So what we're going to do now is take a look at all the colors that you're going to be looking at. These are going to be the colors. These are going to be the things. Obviously going to be around tailoring towards Kaioken and Topo. So in other words, purple and red are going to be the most dominant in terms of type advantage. So in other words, you're expecting a lot of yellows and greens. If I've done the math correctly. I've already forgotten. But yeah, that's basically going to be the colors here. And not much needed to say. Just stock up on the main color. That is priority. And we're going to get straight into the Pathan. First up, this 5-fist fight over here is a bit iffy because it's Battle of Gods. This is why I said it was a wee bit more difficult to think of. Because over here, it's basically an EX fight with a Monde. It's piss easy. You literally get that done in seconds. Whereas this one goes to this one. Whereas here, a lot easier. In some sense, because you got EX characters. So, the only reason why I went here, 4 fists, I mean, you can do if you wanted, there is EX fights, but there's 2 5-fists. And as I've proven before, always go with the hardest fights throughout the entire board. But yeah, moving on. 4 fists here, it's easy enough. 5 fists, it's a questionable team to say the least. I don't know what. He doesn't have succession, so you don't need to worry about that. Next up is going to be 5-fist. We've already seen this fight just literally before. It's that 4-fist, second fight, easy enough. Then after here, 4-fist over here, Super Saiyan, piss easy. Over here, the 5-fist up here, simple enough. But although this 4-fist over here is a lot easier. This is a 3-fist fight you're going to, compared to a 4-fist, and it's a lot higher boost here. 5-fist Goku. This is where you get slightly tricky because you have an Ultra and Transformation unit. So anything I will say. Next up, the 5-fist. We've already had this fight 3 times now. 4-fist, piss easy enough. 4-fist, movie sagas, cooler basically. And then the last one is this here. This is what we're looking at. A lot of blues. So yeah, and this is what I was showing you before as well. I was referring to. You have 2 fusion units, 2 reverse colors, and then 1 permanent color. I mean 2 permanent colors, 3 permanent colors, but they're fusion units, and then 2 separate colors. Obviously don't go for that. This is a lot easier. And over here, yeah, I mean, you could if you got the opportunity, but you don't, because this 4-fist compared to this 5-fist is night and day. This 4-fist here compared to this 4-fist here, night and day. And this 4-fist over here, in fairness, is a lot easier compared to this 4-fist here, but still. And yeah, don't bother, do this one instead. So yeah, fun times there, not much else need to say. Now we're going to have a look at the recommended allies. As I said, it was very interesting earlier. And if this loads up, there you go, season details. You can recommend allies. Over here, Kaioken, Topo obviously getting the main boost. Universe Survival Saga and Blue. There's actually quite a few characters, funny enough. So you can make a full team with one slot for exception. And you just put anyone there if you want to run a full blue team, go right the hell ahead. And same thing with Rival Universe, but Rival Universe, you have quite a few Zenkais. So, yeah, whenever we get to the teams there, which is literally next segment, I will say go for the Rival Universe team because of the amount of Zenkais. And if you want to, I'll maybe put up a poll, maybe as well. I'll put up a poll asking if you want me to use Topo with it. That's up to you, but obviously for full free to play, you'll see the score. But yeah, otherwise, it's about it. Let's get into the teams. Alright, first up is going to be the first 90% team. That's going to be the Super Saiyan Blue team. Now, this is going to be the way the team here, and I will say, if you're only wanting to run Super Saiyan Blues only, do not bring in the bench characters. Even though they are kind of integral because Gontaku is red, but the fact he's a tag unit doesn't help. You can definitely swap him out for another Rival Universe character like Dispo or Bergamo or Kale, but again, if you're only going to be using Super Saiyan Blues, this would be the team I would say, go for it. Why the hell not? Because it's easy. Next up would be the Rival Universe 90% team, and for Jiren there, obviously put him on for maybe a purple, like the purple Jiren, because 14 star to 14 star, Caulifla is technically better, although yes, she is French rank 10, Jiren isn't. You can make the argument for either or, but he is going to be more integral compared to the Jiren. But as of the moment, this is going to be the best team because it's all Zenkais. I would personally run this here myself, because again, the amount of Zenkais on the thing, but that's just me. Next up is going to be the first 100% team, 110% team, and it's only because if you really want to, if you only pull the one character, this is going to be the team for you. And again, just pure Super Saiyan Blue. Again, this is the team I run. You'd only just be swapping in the green Vegeta for somebody, but I wouldn't, again, recommend it. Actually, you could recommend it, but you've already got enough greens in the team anyway. And if you want to, bring on Dispo. Sure, why not? That's only if you want to and need to. But yeah, no, again, Super Saiyan Blues only, this is a good team. Next up is going to be this here Rival Universe team with the Topo. A lot of reds, so make do as you wish, because you can swap out Caulifla for the yellow Jiren and you'll be doing fine. This is basically it. Again, I would still say the better team compared to Super Saiyan Blue, because again, the amount of Zenkais. The Zenkais do help you because they have better stats, and you don't have to actually French rank them. If you don't want to, you can end up French ranking up the Topo and the Blue Kaioken. That's the only thing we'll say. Nah, but this team's very good. Last up is going to be the 130% team, the one for the second attempt. And this is a mix of, I tried to mix it with both the Rival Universe and Super Saiyan Blue, and this is the best I can come up with. If you really want to, again, take off that green Topo, or take off the Kaioken, or take off Caulifla, go right ahead. It's only because of the fact I got them French rank 10, and in fairness, I do have quite a bit of French rank 10 characters, but again, I think this might be the best team. So yeah, I haven't really got much else to say on that front. And that's going to be this video. Hope you enjoyed. If I've left anything else, be sure to leave it in the comment section below, and I shall see you all in the next one.